What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Ultimate 606. I'm glad you guys stopped by to watch this video. As you know, the previous video was footage that I filmed, or actually my wife helped me out. She filmed some footage at Motor City Comic Con out in Novi, Michigan, and Suburban Collection Showplace. That place was packed this year. Usually they mark off like part of the building, you know, we can't go here. They didn't fill up enough space. But this year was crazy. They had so many stars there. They had so many comic book artists, writers, all there. We had comic book vendors. We had independents. We had, locals. You name it, it was there. I mean, I've never seen so many different costumes. Some were amazing. Some would look like we do on this channel, just homemade, real quick, but still look pretty good. I mean, it was an incredible feeling seeing all that. I spent way more money than I'm gonna say. Let's just put it that way. I spent a lot of money, but it was worth it. I mean, we did some overtime. We had some extra spending money. It's Comic Con. We're gonna go out, have a good time, and that's what we did. My wife got a few things, just a handful of things. We're gonna go through that too, but this is just a haul that I'm gonna show you that I got a little bit of everything at this place, and yeah, some things I thought you might enjoy. Some things you probably have already read. Let me know. There's some things in here I haven't read. But yeah, definitely go check out that previous video. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. A little bit of everything there. It was awesome. So without further ado, let's get into the comic book haul. And let me shout out Fiverr's Revenge. He does comic book hauls all the time, just like this. And I'm sorry, dude, but I'm going to steal your setup. It's the easiest way to get through such a huge thing. I can understand why you do it that way too. But yeah, let's get started. So to start things off, I'm gonna just show you what my wife got. Like I said, just a small few things. So this is a variant edition of Gwenpool. That's hands down one of her favorite characters. This is Spider-Geddon number 4. Oh, sorry, Edge of Spider-Geddon number 4. That's a series that she really likes. This is a Michael Turner variant cover for Free Comic Book Day. Michael Turner is hands down one of the best comic book artists that was ever around. Unfortunately, he passed in 2008, I believe. And but his work still lives on, and every now and then do a variant cover with his artwork on it, and it is hands down some of the best you'll ever see. If you have any Michael Turner, let me know. I mean, this is just really cool what your favorite is. Yeah, he's gone too soon. And this is another one of Michael Turner's work, Aspen Sketchbook. It is an exclusive. It was signed, limited copy with his signature, and she's got the certificate of authenticity to prove it. So I mean, that was a really good find. That one cost her about $25, I believe, but honestly, it's worth it. That's something that's hopefully end up in my collection one day. These are just a couple of things that I found I found them for $1. It's a special edition Wizard magazine featuring Image characters. Savage Dragon, I mean, that guy is hands down one of the best characters there. Another Michael Turner artwork. This is Witchblade and Tomb Raider. It's a Wizard number half from Top Cow Productions. They do some really good work there. And one more Michael Turner that I found. Another Witchblade, Tomb Raider. This is number 1. So, I mean, the guy's artwork is just hands down some of the best. So, let's move on to some Marvel and DC stuff. So, from here on out is everything that I've collected. I'm going to start with Marvel Comics Heroes Reborn, The Return. I have parts 1 through 4. I also got all of these for $1. And they're trying to reboot everything after their kind of a disaster reboot before this. I hate to say it, but Rob Liefeld was in charge of Captain America, and that's very infamous for being bad art. But yeah, that was all 4 parts, and these are just some one-off issues that I got. A Fantastic Four number 397 that completes my run from 379 up to 400. This is Iron Man number 117, volume number 1. Now I'm trying to find everything that leads up to Demon in a Bottle, and it's getting really hard to do. This one is just really cool. I look at the way it shines. I got that just because it's $1. I'm sure this is number 475. I have older Thor, but they're all around the 200, 300 range, and I just got this because it looked cool. And it was $1. You can't pass it up. And this is new Invincible Iron Man, number 7 and 9. This is Execute Program Part 1 and Part 3. So I officially completed that run. I have all 6 parts. Let's just keep rolling. We're going to continue with the Marvel titles. This is Secret Invasion X-Men 1 through 4, all 4 parts. I'm that much closer to getting the Secret Invasion complete series. I'm only missing a few titles from here. And this is Miss Marvel Secret Invasion, so like I said, 1 step closer. And I actually got all the parts, if I'm not mistaken. And Secret Invasion was one of my, hands down, one of my favorite crossover titles, crossover storylines. And I'm so close, I can taste it. And that's straight from Earth 982, American Dream. Now, 982 was an Earth that took place in an alternate future. So there was different versions of characters that we know. There was a different Captain America, there was a different Iron Man, there was a different, you know, you name it, there was a different version of it, and they were younger and gender swapped sometimes. And this was one of the more popular characters, American Dream. It's a limited series, one of 5, but I've only got 1 through 4. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I have a huge kick for Valiant Comics recently, and I couldn't go without selecting a few titles. So here we go. Archer and Armstrong, number 19. I now have everything except for issue 25. I need 25, and I'll have all 26 issues. Exo Man of War, number 23. And Turok Dinosaur Hunter. I have number 1, but this gets me pretty far. So number 2, number 3, 4, 5. This one is pretty cool. I remember reading this as a kid, but I lost the comic book somewhere. So, I mean, it's nice that I got it back. It's number 6 and 7. Now, this is Secret Weapons, number 5, featuring Ninjak. There's a huge miniseries, Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe. Definitely check it out. It's worth your time. Magnus Robot Fighter. Yeah, Magnus Robot Fighter, number 31. Number 29. And Harbinger, number 16. I have issues, I think 12 to 20 now. So, I mean, that was a nice little run. Last but not least, we are going to finish with the DC titles. And this is where I blew most of my money. And I'm not ashamed of it. Now, it is Stormwatch, the DC version, not the Image version. I have the Image version. I have issues 0 through 17, and my wife was going through a dollar box, and she's like, hey, look, Stormwatch number 0, why don't you try reading the new series? I was kind of fighting her on it. I was like, no, I don't. I just want to look for the originals, and she ended up finding 0 through 10, and it's like, okay, you know what, I'll get it. And she's going further in a box. She ends up finding 11 through like 30, and all right, whatever, you know, that kind of a run, I'm gonna get it. But she made a mistake. There was no issue number 1, so I have issue number 0, and then I have 2 through 30. So I'm just gonna kind of flip through these covers real quick, just get a good look at them. But yeah, it's still a huge accomplishment in my book. And I can't wait to see how similar they are, how different they are from the original Image Stormwatch. If you guys have read these titles, let me know what the difference is, because I can tell you just by looking at these covers, none of the original characters are on here. So I'm wondering if Jim Lee was involved in this at all. But let's get started. So number 0 and 2. Number 4, I actually like that cover a lot. 5, 6. And it looks like there's a Green Lantern that pops up, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Martian Manhunter right there. He's actually a really, you know, in this series a lot. There's a Red Lantern, and I'm actually really excited to read this just because it's more involved in the DC universe. So, you know, we're gonna get different characters crossing over at some points, and it really looks like that is Martian Manhunter, and he's very prevalent in this series. There's another cover that I actually really like. That was number 14. Here's 15. And that one looks just like one of the original titles. I can't remember which number it is, but that looks exactly like it. And this one right here is played by a character called Diva, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Lobo makes an appearance. He's actually in this quite a bit. Number 25 and 26. That looks like it's the last of Lobo. I won't know until I actually dig in there. Oh, no, there he is again. This is another cover. I was flipping through it. I told my wife that actually stands out a lot. I don't know what it is about this cover, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty sweet. And number 30. So that's everything that I've got. Like I said, definitely check out Fiver's Revenge's channel. He does a lot of huge hauls like this. A lot of great stuff goes in and out of that channel a lot, and the Greyman as well. So definitely let me know if you have any of these titles. If you've read them, let me know kind of what to expect. If you haven't, let me know, what you liked. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.